Hey, I'm Coach Dalton, founder of Cross Training Softball. Today we're going to be talking about what it takes to become a championship ball team. We're going to say that this nail here represents the championship game. It could be the championship game next Saturday, it could be the state championship, it could be a national championship. Whatever it is at the level that your team is at, we're going to say that that represents it. We're going to say that each of these nails I have represents a ball player. Most ball players do want to become the best that they can be. Sometimes they need a little encouragement, but they might go find instruction. They might do an awful lot of tee work on their own, pitching on their own, catching on their own, anything it is to become the best they can be. And if they work hard long enough, they can become the kind of player that could become a champion. They might really excel and you say, wow, I can see them winning that trophy. The problem is, if they're doing this on their own, it's awful hard to get the whole rest of the team there. Some teams have those stars, those players that just have astronomical abilities. They just walk onto the ball field without much practice and they look amazing. Look how good that player is. It's really going to be hard for the rest of the team to get to the podium with that star standing out like that, though. So that usually doesn't work out well. Sometimes ball clubs have girls that'll pair up. They hold each other accountable, just like in life. Accountability is a good thing. Those girls start working together and they say, hey, I've got your back if you've got mine. They challenge each other. They work together. They might even work on their physical skills together. They want to become champions together. They look good together. Again, what about the rest of the team? Even if all the other girls out there on the team are doing that kind of thing, they're not going to make it to the top working just in pairs. What a ball club needs is a good coach who's going to pull those girls together and say, hey, look, quit trying to be the star of that position. That's not how we're going to win this. You have got to start doing the right thing for the team and listening to me when I tell you this is where I need you to be. I know you want to play shortstop, but I need you in center field. And the girls have to trust that coach. They have to work hard in practice and in games to get to the point where they start trusting. If they do their piece, the other girls are going to do their piece, and it looks very promising. Looks like they could go to the top. But the problem is there's going to be bad calls in games. There's going to be girls who let the others down because they make that one error that they've never made before. A pitcher's pitch just isn't working that day. The umpire's not giving her the pitch. The catcher just isn't getting the blocks that she needs. The ball's taking bad hops on a shortstop. Whatever it is, those girls that work really well together start falling apart at some point when bad breaks come along. You don't get to be champions working that way. The only way to get to the championship is for those girls to be working on their own, but they do need a coach to try to pull them together. They've got to give up their own self-interest. They have to put apart their petty stuff. They can't try to be the star of the team and shine. They do have to work together, but they need one more piece. They need that piece that's going to hold them together when those storms start coming through the bad points of the season. That's going to say, look, we've been here before. We can do this. It's one call. We don't have to let that determine the entire game or the entire tournament. And they try to hold those girls together when things start happening. So if the coaches lined them up, the girls have all become the best that they can be, and that leader is in place to try to hold them together, that ball club can win a championship when other girls can't. Didn't matter what the talent was. It depended on a coach pulling them together, girls giving up their self-interest, and the right leader being in place to hold it all together when it counts.